Is it even possible to travel to Newcastle to catch my train to Glasgow and not record this iconic Millennium Bridge? Also when it's sunny outside? Impossible. That's why I'm just soaking it all in.
Barely made it because the bus was delayed from Itinerary Cliff.
Take this as a sign to never completely rely on a public transport and have a lot of buffer time, even though I had a lot of buffer time, but still it got me here. But nevertheless, I made it just in time. And as if all this agony wasn't enough already, it was like a furnace in there, which got better eventually. I had to change my train from Edinburgh and get on another one which would take me to Glasgow, but I think I panicked a little bit here because it was my first time where I had more than one leg of the journey, and if you know me, you know that I always figure it out. So I did, even though I panicked a little bit initially. Also, who was gonna tell me it's going to be freezing in Edinburgh around that time of the year? Like, what? It was insane how cold it was. For context, these two lovely people are hosting me and kind enough to let me be a menace around them. And here basically I'm getting some gifts for them to thank them for everything.
So I thought I would just swing by Primark because they are hosting me. They are being so nice and kind, so I should do something for them. I got them some really nice scented candles. I hope they like it. I'm excited to meet them.
Waiting for the bus in this freezing weather is not for the weak, and I had to wait around for 20 minutes at least before I even got a glimpse of my bus.
Waiting for the bus to arrive now.
For my first day in Glasgow, we decided to keep it pretty chill and explore the winter wonderland at St Enoch Square. And I got a bus pass that cost me £5.90, and I could take as many buses as I wanted with this without having to worry about buying a new ticket every single time, which was really convenient. Next, Shanka suggested we go inside this mall and have a look at the lighting because it's supposed to be one of the best in town. And you know what? It did not disappoint. It was truly one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. The lighting perfection, the ambience perfection, everything was literal perfection. This place has to be hands down one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. This just brought out my inner child for some reason. I was so happy to be here. It was just therapeutic. I'm not even kidding. This made me realize why Christmas is called the most wonderful time of the year. It was so wholesome there. I would definitely love to visit this place again. Next up, Shanka asked me if I was up to an adventure or something impromptu. And of course I said yes, and that was the best yes of my life yet. Because we went to this random mall which looks straight out of the set of Titanic from the epilogue. Like what? Exactly like that. It was so freaking beautiful. In fact, one of the most beautiful Christmas decorations I have ever seen. No! You might be wondering why I am behaving the way I am. Well, here my friend just explained to me that one of the most iconic staircase scenes was filmed here at Glasgow University, which I later found out was not true. But as a big Potterhead, I was losing my effing mind here, as you can clearly tell. Nevertheless, this university is extraordinarily beautiful. Every landscape looks straight out of Hogwarts. You can call it the real life Hogwarts. The ultimate hack to surviving UK's, especially Scotland's brutal weather, is no hack at all. It's just tons and tons of layering, and you have to layer right. I started off strong, but as the night went on, it just became unbearable to just stand outside because it was so chilly and windy, just was hitting our bones. We finally decided to call it a night because we couldn't stand the wind anymore, and we promised to come back again because I really wanted to witness its beauty in daylight. And yeah, this is how we ended our first day here. Today has a lot in store for us, starting off with Edinburgh Christmas Market, which is world famous for its beauty, and we were pumped. Their apartment is centrally located, which helped us grab some breakfast on our way to the train station. I decided to buy the day bus pass again for £5.90 so that I could travel tension-free throughout the day. And I would also like to add how beautiful Glasgow looks in daylight. I mean, no wonder they keep filming all the Spider-Man movies here, which I wanted to come see when they were filming here, but that didn't quite transpire, unfortunately. But yeah, a lovely city. We took a 45-minute train from Glasgow to Edinburgh, and Edinburgh welcomed us with the warmest vibes, even though it was freezing outside. But I think I got used to the whole thing by this point. Side note, this place is one of the most beautiful railway stations that I've ever seen. I mean, look at this.
We are here, Edinburgh.
This is my third time in Edinburgh, and this city never fails to amaze me. And I had no clue that this city could get even better and dreamier. But spoiler alert, it did. The Christmas market here was totally worth the hype and looked like something straight out of a Hollywood movie set. The ones you grow up watching, if you know what I mean.
How was it? Rated out of 10. 9. 9. That's bloody good. Try kiya? How much would you rate it? कितना है 8 फिर तो बहुत बढ़िया होगा
Next comes the most awaited part of the whole trip, a Christmas market ride. Yes, we were dying to go on a ride by this point, and we looked at the Ferris wheel and we were like, we could do this any time of the year. There's nothing so special about it right now. So we looked at the other ride that was there, and it looked so much crazier and 10 times more fun, and probably something we won't get to do all year round. So it was a no-brainer that we would go on that ride.
It's a bit to Hello.
But there was this one tiny problem, as you can probably make out from this clip, that people are going in pairs on this ride, and we were just 3 people, and of course they are a couple, so I would have to either go alone or sit this one out. And I thought, oh, maybe not this time. But they said, hold your horses, you can go solo. And I was excited, but my heart started racing and I was quite nervous at the same time. Not the single teardrop. Oh my god. Saying it was freezing up there would be an understatement, because it was so freaking cold that I couldn't feel any of my fingers anymore, even though I had gloves on, but it didn't help. Also, the gimbal in my Osmo Pocket 3 just lost control because the wind was that strong up there, obviously. So all I did was pray at this point that please don't let anything slip out of my hands, and happy to report that nothing did. So I successfully completed the whole ride. Not going to lie, but not only did we not feel our fingers for the next 30 minutes straight, but it was also very sore. But will I do it all over again? 100 times yes. Because the thrill it gave us was unmatched, because we felt we were on top of the world, having this amazing view of the whole of Edinburgh, and we probably maybe were on top of the world at that point. So loved every bit of it. Would do it again, 100% recommended. Later that day, we decided to swing by Uniqlo to get some body warmers, and there wasn't much that we did after that, so we decided to go back home, took the same train back, and said goodbye to Edinburgh for now. We got no chill. As you can see, we were on a roll. After all that, we decided to go to Glasgow Green, which was another Christmas market in Glasgow, and this was much bigger than the first one we saw in city centre. This one had an ice skating ring, which I steered clear of because I suck at it. This Christmas market had a very different vibe from the one we saw in Edinburgh, and I don't know which one I prefer. If you talk about beauty, then definitely Edinburgh, but if you talk about the scale and options to do a lot of things, then definitely Glasgow. And of course, we didn't have enough of rides for today, so we wanted to go on another one here. This looked a bit like roller coasters, but not exactly that, if you know what I mean. So we decided to go on this one, and three of us could go together on this one. Unfortunately, I couldn't take any phones or cameras with me, but we had a blast. Next up, we saw people having these big chunks of marshmallows. Unfortunately, I cannot have regular marshmallows because of gelatin, but these two had, so I could film this stuff. And we ended the day on a very lovely note. Enjoyed every bit of it. For my last day in Glasgow, I wanted to keep it super low-key, so decided not to wear my contact lenses because I was really tired by this point from all the traveling, and anyway I was going back home today, so decided not to. A little bit about today's itinerary. Got my usual bus pass, third day in a row, and then decided to get the metro to get to our first destination of the day, that's Glasgow Botanic Garden. Some interesting things about Glasgow's metro that I found was, firstly, how cute it looks. I mean, look at this. This looks like a caterpillar, like a mechanical caterpillar. So cute. And secondly, that it runs in a giant oval loop and only goes two ways, the inner network and the outer one. Soaked in the rare UK sunlight and explored the city a little bit. It was all decked up because of Christmas, and even in the daylight it looked magnificent. And before we knew it, we were at our first destination of the day. This place was beyond breathtaking, and I 100% recommend to anyone visiting Glasgow.
Oh, yeah. ये वीडियो है, कुछ करो। हो गया, कुछ करो। रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है तो
हाँ
चलो हाय गाइस
Hi guys, we are in Botanical Garden. It's our guest.
and me too.
No, me and Nan is the host.
बेस्ट
the
होस्ट
experience?
बेस्ट होस्ट एवर
Oh,
11 out of
thank
10
you.
experience
Yay!
Then Shanka takes me to this place which apparently has the best churros in the whole city, and I think it does. It also has 10 on 10 ambience and decor and the loveliest stuff ever.
Do you ever have
Keeping our promise, we of course came back to University of Glasgow and we still had some daylight. One thing you have to understand is while filming this video, we were still very much under the impression that this is where Harry Potter was filmed, and that's why we were losing our minds. And you can see us being completely and utterly delusional in the moment. But nevertheless, the place was beautiful and we were soaking it all in.
Wong 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 wong.
And finally, how can you ever go home without taking a souvenir? So we were doing the most important task of the day, that is hunting for a fridge magnet. I love to collect fridge magnets from all the cities I visit. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a good one that I really liked from Edinburgh, but I did manage to get a few good ones from Glasgow. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I did while making it. And if you did, you know the drill. If you are new here, consider subscribing, liking the video, and if you have any suggestions, questions or anything of that sort, the comment section is all yours. Again, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.